Rohan, you're chasing a story, it's a bit of a disturbing story, about a high school football team who just had their entire season canceled because of alleged lewd and disgusting activity going on in the locker room. What do you got?
The Sayreville War Memorial High School football program, known as the Bombers, had a huge bomb dropped on them on Monday night. After a private meeting with parents and football players only, close to the media, it was decided by school administrators that they would forfeit the entire 2014 season. The program will be shut down, varsity, junior varsity, and freshmen on all levels. The football team has been and is being investigated by local and county authorities regarding a wide-ranging hazing, bullying, intimidation, and harassment allegations that could lead to very serious criminal charges for the individuals involved. After the meeting, the superintendent of schools, Richard Labbe, came out and gave a powerful and very decisive statement.
There was enough evidence to substantiate that there were incidences of harassment, intimidation, and bullying as constituted by the definition within the anti-bullying statute that took place on a pervasive level, on a wide-scale level, and at a level in which the players knew, tolerated, and in general accepted.
This investigation will continue, and it could lead to charges for some of the football staff under the endangerment statute. So we'll see what happens.
You know, when I look at this, I think it's important to put this in context and distinguish between when they throw around terms like hazing and bullying. That today is painted with a rather broad brush. You know, an inappropriate joke could be construed as bullying today. But what we've heard with this is way beyond the pale. There are allegations of physical abuse, sexual misconduct. What can you tell me as far as what was going on in the locker room? Okay. Or at least what was alleged to be going on in the locker room?
Those questions were raised during the press conference. The superintendent was asked if any of these allegations were sexual in nature or harmful physically in nature. He wouldn't go into any detail because there are minors involved, seniors to freshmen. These are people that are under 18 years old. So this is all going to come to light during the investigation of the prosecutor's office right now.
Good for them. I know that some people are upset that the season has been canceled, but I think the superintendent absolutely had to squash that season. One, if you let them play, then you certainly have to suspend the people who are alleged to be involved, and then you have to identify the people who are alleged to be involved, and that becomes a problem. And two, if it turns out that it was a culture and they knew this was going on, then they would sue that school and that district out of existence. So good for him for saying this is not acceptable and we're going to stop it now.
You know, I remember in high school, I won't even say the group or what kind of group it was. I had somebody running an organization. I felt she created a very hostile environment. You could definitely call it bullying, especially the way they define bullying today. And I ended up just leaving, you know, and I was just one person. And I hate to see the whole season canceled for everybody involved, but there has to be something in between the two because you do have to protect these children. And I lost out on an opportunity to participate, but now you have a whole group of people.
It's interesting, though, the accusations, though, some of the people being accused are children themselves. So you've really got both sides as a problem.
I don't believe when these allegations come to light that any of these things could necessarily have happened without there being some knowledge from supervisors. What the superintendent is doing here is addressing a culture of abuse. They had a place to play football. It was their own team. They blew their chance.